One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Got it in the middle. It's Bargava. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smith wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. What a nice job just finding a spot downfield and lofting it in there perfectly.
And you see quarterbacks and receivers do that all the time, right? All summer, throwing the ball in air, throwing the ball in air. Why? Because I know exactly where he's going to be right when I get my back foot in the ground to throw the football. You could tell he knew exactly how much touch to put on that ball to make a big play down the field.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. The toss sweep to the right. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. North Texas started this drive in the shadow of its own end zone, but now they've moved out, got a little something cooking. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better, sir.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
North Texas in the hurry up. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this defense started to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Makes the grab. It's Durant. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down here at the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. Breaks into the open. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Smith dropping to pass. Pressure coming. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. Trying to get the edge on the right. On his feet at the 40. He's up to 57 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. North Texas really has it going on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the 1st quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the 2nd quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bargava. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. North Texas in the hurry up.
Watch out, go over. Okay, great.
Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Smith wants to throw. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much room to run, giving 1 to the 7.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Smith dropping to pass. Gets open down the middle. Across the 35. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Caught, close to the marker, it's Bargava. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
7, Fresno State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Rushes on him. Firing to the right, complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Pitts. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Going to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the ground, it's Hawkins.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Complete to the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
North Texas doing business from the red zone. Running the red zone. It's Hawkins. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Texas. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Pitts. He's got the back in the middle. At the 35, he's open. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Bringing the heat. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. With the catch, it's Bargava. Past the 40. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. Smith wants to throw. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Just hammer in with this running back again, and he knows it's... into the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete in the middle. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception. But there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
This time it's complete.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. on 3rd and short. The power run here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The short hands, it's Hawkins. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mean Green.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 11 over Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the give off the left side. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, in this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.